Hey, Jonathan.
Yes?
Do you notice anything different about me?
Your hair?
I'm wearing a bra.
Oh! God, has it been that long? People are like, I've never seen this movie. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's just a weird kinky thing between you and me happening right now.
Like, damn, they left the microphones on.
They were fucking in the studio. You got any taglines?
Yeah, I do. I got 3 of them. Here we go.
All right.
She's gorgeous, and she's never been kissed. Needless to say, she's from another planet.
That is too long. Too long.
But also, wait, what? She's gorgeous, and she's never been kissed. Needless to say, she's from another planet. They're like, because anybody who's gorgeous and hasn't been kissed must be an alien.
Yeah. They don't kiss anywhere else but on Earth. Sorry.
No, what I'm taking from it is that they're like, anybody who's hot, some dude must have already fucked her.
Yeah.
Right?
Millions of Christian girls are crying.
Right? Next, millions of light years from home, she's found a husband, a stepdaughter, and a dog. When she finds out about sex, she may just stay for the weekend.
Again, too long.
Trollop. Just the weekend?
Yeah, and also, like, we'll talk about it later, but that opens up a very interesting thing about what this movie wants to be and what it is.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, okay, yeah, we'll hold it. Last one. Man's closest encounter.
Okay, I like that one.
I do like this one.
Thank
right?
God it was only one sentence. Man's closest encounter. She's never been kissed. She's a virgin. She's from space. By the way, Kim Basinger, she's an alien in this movie. And she's going to be your stepmom, Alyson Hannigan.
Wrap it up.
Space herpes.
Yeah. With a budget of $20 million and a USA gross of $13.8 million, with 1 alien eyeball purse, 1 sex scene, 2 scenes with a woman drinking battery juice, 1 floating dog, 1 girl stuck on the ceiling, 1 phasing through a car, 1 alien purse explosion, and 11 aliens in total, with a 5.4 on IMDb and a 19% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's 1988's My Stepmother Is an Alien. Let's drop some bombs.
I don't want you here. Get out.
No place to go.
I don't care about that.
This house is for a family. You know what I mean? A family, home sweet home, all that.
Hey, you don't may say.
Why is it that you wait from them, man?
Go get him! Go get him!
Hello up there, you omnipotent super beings from some other dimensional planet! Hit it!
Welcome to Bombs Away, the only podcast recorded inside a projection booth. My name is Jonathan Young. Joining me inside the studio, as always, is...
Please, Derek, just let me in your room. It's me, your stepfather, Tyler.
Wait, what?
That's right. I'm a stepdad.
You're going to respect your mother.
And me, Derek. I just feel like that's a stepdad name. Is Derek
is good.
Yeah.
You're not my dad, Derek. You're not my mom, Kim Basinger.
But then she becomes her mom real quick.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot that happens in 48 hours in this film. This movie takes place in 48 hours.
That's right. Oh, by the way.
Yes.
Happy Mother's Day, Jonathan.
Oh, happy Mother's Day to you, too.
Thank you.
How's your little ones?
My children are here in the studio.
Okay.
Rodrigo and Gurglemesh.
Okay. That's,
Hello, it's me, Rodrigo. Gurglemesh, shut up.
It would have been nice if you had been like, that's Rodrigo. Gurglemesh is like, oh, I hate my brother.
He didn't get a family name.
I'm Gurglemesh the Third. So, God, it's stupid. Couple announcements right off the bat. Yes, happy Mother's Day. Sorry that this one came out a little late. Didn't really get to celebrate it on Mother's Day, but here you go, guys.
But when it comes out a little late, that's when you get to celebrate Mother's Day.
Oh. So, first off, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a bonus episode coming up this week, right? It'll be out on Thursday. It'll be celebrating the entire saga of Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah,
And
it's a fun one.
It's super fun. We decided to do something we're calling staff picks, right? Where we take good movies and, well, maybe once a month we'll do it. Who knows?
Yeah.
But we'll take one good movie and we'll dish on that a little bit.
Yeah,
right?
and not even necessarily a good movie, just a movie that we really enjoy, that we
loved,
can nerd
yeah.
out hard on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay? So we decided to pick the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and what we really picked was Avengers Endgame, so we could really talk about that.
Yeah.
But then we decided that anybody who might not, have listened or watched the other ones, we were like, let's do a game. So we decided to do a game in which we ran down the first 21 films,
Yes.
and we all got 30 seconds to do it, and we went movie to movie in chronological release order, and it turned out to be a lot of fun,
Yes.
and it is called Avengers Pregame. So drink up.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
Take a shot every time I get one of the Marvel movies I have not seen.
Yeah. There's a couple. And then after that, the next 2 following weeks will be our Avengers Endgame review that we've split up into 2 parts.
Yes.
So you're getting a lot of bonus material this month. Enjoy it.
Yeah, enjoy. And
Okay.
let us know if you like that, because we are more than happy to do it, because it's a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
It's a really relaxed episode.
It really is. I mean, all episodes are pretty relaxed. It's
Yeah.
pretty chill. But yes, that was a lot of fun. Second, tickets are still available for The Running Man. That's May 24th, if you're listening to this when it came out. And it'll be 7 o'clock at the Frida Cinema. It's a Friday. Come on down. Enjoy it. We're going to be joined by the Grind Bin podcast. They are our local neighbors that also do grindhouse and exploitation films. And we will just take on this Arnold Schwarzenegger classic that everybody might remember, but might need to revisit it with new eyes.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. You've never seen it, right?
I've never seen it.
It's a lot of fun.
And I'm not sure if I'm going to watch it before we do the show.
It's up to you.
'Cause I get up there fresh.
Ooh, fresh meat.
Fresh meat.
Okay. So that is coming on the 24th of May. Tickets are still available. www.thefridacinema.org/events/bombsawaylive. Moving on.
All right.
Also, remember, T-shirts are available. They're at tpublic.com/stores/bombs-away-live. And we have a whole bunch of T-shirts, Showgirls T-shirts. We have Demolition Man T-shirts, T-shirts with our logo on it. There's so many things there for you to enjoy, and new stuff is coming out all the time.
Yeah. Get them while they're hot. And by hot, I mean get them while we still are allowed to have them on our shop.
That's right. Get them while we're allowed to have a ripoff
Yes.
design. So, yes, that's all the things that are coming up. And just thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. And let's take on My Stepmother's an Alien. Shall we?
Yes.
Okay. So, first off the bat, I have to get this out there. Did you know who composed the score of this?
I did. I saw it, and I was very upset.
It's like he had to pay dues back in the day.
Yes.
Right? We're talking about Alan Silvestri, right?
Yes. Famed
composer of Mac and Me.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I was gonna lead up to Mac and Me, but I was gonna say Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Sure.
Um,
Avengers.
Does he do Avengers?
Yes.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, no? Oh, yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ, this poor guy.
That's what I mean. I feel like back in the day, they were like, listen, 30 years from now, Alan, you're gonna compose probably one of the most memorable scores of the next generation.
It's gonna play continuously through California Adventure forever.
Forever, right? Yes, he does all the Avengers scores.
Yes.
Right?
Jeez.
So it's just funny because it really feels like they're like, yes, it will play forever, but you've got to watch and score My Stepmother's an Alien.
Which is so weird because now that you're telling me that he did Avengers, like, you know, you got like Elfman, who has a very like consistent sound throughout. Yes, exactly. And then you have like Hans Zimmer, who again, it's orchestral. Yep, and it's consistent, right? Man.
Or bum 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 bum.
Yeah, but like
I actually just watched Sherlock last night.
Oh, did you really?
It's same thing.
Yeah, and then are you talking Sherlock or Sherlock Holmes?
I'm talking
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey.
Yeah. Not Doctor Strange.
No.
Alan Silvestri does not really have a signature sound. These movies like Mac and Me and this.
Mac and Me definitely sounds. I could hear when we did Mac and Me, I could hear
Who Framed Roger Rabbit in it.
I could more Avengers.
Oh, can you really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's because it's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of brass.
Yes. See, because because I love Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and that score is just like boink, 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 boink. You know, it's like really like all over, and it's like that kind of sounds.
Well, you know, he also did Back to the Future.
Yes.
And that's what it is. Back to the Future sounds like Mac and Me.
Mac and Me literally just sounds like he was just like, here's the Back to the Future soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah, as the kid's falling off the cliff. Mac, I have to tell you about the future.
Yeah. So that was the weirdest thing. I saw his title card and was like, "Oh, what? Okay."
Yes. Something else.
Well, because this movie starts off with a normal song, not composed or anything.
Yeah, it's like it's a pop song.
You don't have to be rich to be my girl. You don't have to be cruel
right.
to rule my world.
Yeah.
It's Kiss. It's Prince, but just like somebody else doing it.
I think it's a Tom Jones cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your
Kiss.
Just another thing to say, Dan Aykroyd is the star of this film. We will get to that, but
I guess.
Yeah, I know, right? Dan Aykroyd is so into the paranormal and the supernatural in real life, and I know for a fact he was so excited to make this movie.
Yeah, it was like, God, I'm so happy I got to fuck a ghost in the last movie I did.
Yeah.
And now I get to fuck an alien.
Yes, he is so into this kind of stuff, and like he wanted to go so much wackier with all the types of stuff that he wrote, and no one would ever let him because it was just balls to the walls insane.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like, I feel like he really, I don't know, he finally got his balls to the wall insane shit that he wanted to do.
His balls are all out.
His balls are out, yes.
Because this movie wants to be a sex comedy so bad.
This movie wants to be so disgusting, but a family-friendly flick at the same time that it is so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
There's
a wild backstory to this.
Interesting. I feel like it was two separate movies made.
No.
No, not two separate movies, but I mean just like that's what it feels like. It feels like someone was like, it's like an early American Pie, but then like a Disney family movie that just like had a disgusting incestual child together.
Well, I'll give you one piece of it. One piece of the puzzle now. The January 25th, 1988 draft of the script credits Jericho Stone as the writer, right? With revisions by Frank Galati, Richard Bennard, Susan Rice, Herschel Weingrod, and Timothy Harris, Paul Rudnick, and Deborah Frank, and Carl Sutter, and further rewrites by Jonathan Reynolds. Okay?
This is just the initial rewrites?
Only 4 of the 10 writers received actual screen credit.
They took 10 people to write this?
10 people to be like, oh, baby!
And I don't think they were ever in the same room, because that's how it reads.
Yeah.
It's just like they each got to write a scene.
You get to write this character.
Yeah.
Right? Jimmy, you're horny, so you write John Lovitz.
Yes.
Okay, I love John Lovitz.
He is so good in this. We'll get to the ending, but it fully redeems this movie for a second.
Yeah. And so I'll drop that on you, right? And we'll get to the rest.
It feels about right.
Okay.
So we open on this laboratory.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what happens.
Yes. Damn, you got to do it.
No. So we open on this laboratory, which I'm pretty sure is the same building from Biodome.
It could be. I think it looks exactly the same.
Which is also the same building as like they use for like Starfleet in Next Generation.
Oh.
This is a building out in California that's used for anything that wants to seem scientific.
Yeah.
And it's a laboratory that is there to basically search for signs of life outside of the universe.
Yeah, it's
right?
Yeah, that's their sole thing, which is like no one devotes that much money to trying to talk to aliens. Sorry. NASA doesn't even put that much money into it.
And there's a lightning storm going on, and Dan Aykroyd's boss is like, don't you dare turn it up past 300, like whatever, 300 megahertz or something, right?
Some science mumbo jumbo that's just made up to make them sound
They
smart.
are just talking bullshit.
Yeah, all the scientists in this, they are the least believable scientists in film history.
Yeah. You had like goggles on, and you said like 3.21 gigawatts, and you were like, we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. I mean, Back to the Future, the science is not real, and it doesn't make any sense if you give it any thought. But they don't focus on the science in it. Where this one, they're like focusing on the science.
Way too much for something where it's like, this alien's going to come down, and she's going to fuck.
Yeah. God. So they're trying to send out a signal to a distant galaxy. Mm-hmm. And they can't get it to work, basically.
They don't have enough power.
Yeah, they don't have enough power. There's a lightning storm, and
so John Lovitz, what does he do at the company? He's Dan Aykroyd's brother.
Yes, I believe, from what I can understand, as we learn from him later, he's just loaded, so I think he just funds the projects. And I think he basically got his brother in there with his funding.
With his Rolls Royce.
With his Rolls Royce. Yeah. It's an English classic.
Baby!
Baby! I'm a horny little bird.
Hello.
Yes, so...
yeah, he's there, and they all go up to the rooftop, and the boss of the place is basically like, don't do the experiment, and it's like, isn't that literally the only thing that this place is supposed to be doing?
Yeah, but I think he's worried about their safety, because he's straight up like, don't go on the roof.
No, he said that the cyclometer or whatever, like that he blew last time, is so expensive.
Yeah, that's right.
That he didn't want to blow it the next time, right?
Yeah, the cyclometer.
Yeah,
that's a science thing.
Yeah. Well, it's just a bicycle.
It's like a little old lady on a bicycle, and last time they did, she just got electrocuted and died.
Don't go above 88!
You're going to see real serious shit above that.
You're going to see Libyans! Yeah. And so that's weird that, basically he's like, hey, this is what needs to happen in order for us to contact, possibly another race of aliens, right? And he's like, it'll take 72 years to get out there. And they're like, 72 years and 72 to get back. And he's like, all right, well, then don't do it. It's like, wait, well, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't get it because the science doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
It's bullshit science.
But then they go up on the roof, and John Lovitz doesn't know how to put on a rain jacket.
Yeah, he's like fumbling with it. It's like, dude, just put your head in the head hole and your arms in the armhole. God damn it.
Yeah, he's like, oh, God, I'm getting wet.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, I won't go on the roof, I guess.
Right? And he's like, my jacket, it smells like fish.
Yeah, it was just like
wait, that's you, buddy.
Yeah, you smell like shit, dude. You're gross.
That's not because you were out in the rain for a second.
Wash your hands.
Right? So, a jacket and on a chair seems to like roll over and like short out the cyclometer.
Yes.
Right? We'll just call it that. I don't know if it was really that, but that sounds good.
The science mumbo
Yeah,
jumbo.
and then that causes the actual satellite to project the beam into space and bounce off a whole bunch of planets and then go on to the other monitor.
Yes, but it's also struck by lightning. The radar dish is struck by lightning, which amplifies it.
Yeah.
And then the button shorts it and just shoots it. Yeah, and it literally springs off of planets. It's like boing, doing, doing, boing, boing,
It pinballs.
Yes.
Right? But then that's not how computer screens work. You can't you don't go off of the computer graphic of like where planets are and then go into like real space picture.
Yeah, also that would be a simulation.
Yeah.
You literally would not be seeing it in real time. It is millions of light years away.
And and they dual monitored it.
Yeah.
I don't know. The line just goes off one and onto the other.
Yes, like we said, the science in this is such bullshit.
So he gets fired
because
he shorted out the place.
Rightfully so.
Yeah. And now we are given a foot fetish dream.
Weird. That guy that reviewed Plan 9 from Outer Space would have been really happy with this scene because it is a very long scene of a pair of legs very
just
seductively putting on pantyhose.
Yeah, it's and in the void of space.
Yeah, like literally like I thought they were like space, like cosmic giants, like living like
they're celestials.
Yeah, like gods, just like oh yeah, the feet.
Oh god, put that pantyhose on.
Quentin Tarantino's like, honestly, one of my favorite movies is My Stepmother's an Alien. It's got a great scene.
For one scene only.
One scene only.
Yeah. What I find the most weird about this is like how much they seem to know. These aliens seem to know about us.
Yes. Well, that's kind of explained later.
I guess
with
because
the
they
Google
just have a
verse.
gigantic book of Earth.
Yeah, which is
Okay, wait, hold on. The aliens, or at least Kim Basinger, right? She seems to like process information via osmosis.
yes,
Right? She puts her hand on a screen and absorbs the information in the computer. She puts her wrist inside of books.
Yes.
But when it's come time to read the giant Earth book from the men in the sky,
she like reads it.
they read it.
Yeah.
What?
Again, the science in this is bullshit.
From alien nuns.
The sci-fi is bullshit in this too. Yeah, male alien nuns.
Male alien nuns. Yeah, they look like they're like they took off their hoods just long enough to talk to her before they went inside of like a contamination zone.
Yeah. These are actually rejects from Angels in the Outfield.
Yes. And so Kim Basinger is an alien who is preparing to go to Earth because the signal that Dan Aykroyd sent their planet off its gravitational pull?
Yeah, which is like, what?
You mean a radio signal?
Yeah, what kind of planet? Do you live on a styrofoam ball in the middle of space and a sound wave knocked it off? What the hell? And they never explain their planet ever. They're just basically like, it's doomed. It's like,
yeah.
All right, what kind of planet is it? It's doomed.
Well, it's an AM radio station.
You see,
it was doomed long before the radio signal.
I have a tattoo of Calvin pissing, and he has two streams, and he's peeing on a color TV and an FM radio.
Oh, God, we got a radio signal, and we're not video, so you killed the radio star.
Honestly, we got a radio signal and it was playing 21 Pilots, and you killed all of our people.
Never gonna give you up. Oh, God. Oh, God.
No!
Our whole planet is gonna implode.
Yeah.
Ashley!
So,
now...
we're at a...
Yes.
Yes, we're at a party.
So... no, we're before the party.
That's right.
And we're introduced to Jessie, which is played by Alyson Hannigan.
Yes,
right?
from American Pie,
Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
Buffy, and most probably well known by everyone, How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
Lily.
And She is about 14, 15 in this film.
I think 13.
Yeah,
I think
something like that.
She says some shit that she's definitely young.
And she is playing the stereotypical child of a widowed father, where the father is just a goddamn train wreck.
Yes, and she says some shit in this that is just like, god damn, I know Full House was like just starting, but like, man, they really got the dead mom thing down subtly, because she's straight up just like, when are you gonna marry now that mom's dead?
Yeah. She wants him to fuck hard.
So bad. That's all she wants.
I want you to come tonight, Dad. So much so that they're about to go to a singles party.
Yes.
In which children are the servers?
That's weird. Yes. Just in case you can't take anyone home in your age range, you can take home one of these child brides.
Oh, no. Take home Juliette Lewis before anybody knew who she was.
Yeah, that was weird. When I saw her, I was like, oh, Juliette Lewis, because I love Juliette Lewis.
This must have been there, like around the same time as Christmas Vacation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
Right
she
before.
looks the same.
Yep.
Like around
but she
that
also
time.
did just look the same until she turned 40.
Yeah.
So,
That's-
yeah, because she's always looked really young for her age. But yeah, they go to this single mingle party.
Yeah.
And
where John Lovitz literally, I guess, has hit on every girl in the room or is dating them.
But he also has game?
I don't get it.
Because the women are still like, oh my god, oh, why haven't you talked to me in so long?
Baby! I've got things to do.
Yeah, this guy's packing meat.
Yeah, he must be.
Because he's...
Acting!
Because he's pulling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to come to my comedy show? I have a theater up in Universal City Walk.
Oh, God.
Baby!
In a few years, I'll be in Rat Race. It's like a remake of Mad World, just way less funny.
Wait till Kevin Smith comes into my show.
Oh, God.
Baby!
Baby!
Wait till I'm in City Slickers, too.
Wait till you see me in Little Nicky. I heard it's going to jumpstart my career again.
No.
I'm a horny little bird.
Baby!
Why can John Lovitz only play like a creepy, horny man?
Because he is.
You think so? I think he's just playing like what he knows.
Well, he even played characters like that on Saturday Night Live.
Just a horny man?
Yeah.
That's such a funny character. I do like that character because he's like gross, so it's funny that he's so horny.
I think it stems from he used to play the liar on Weekend Update. Where he'd be like, me and my wife, Morgan Fairchild. Yeah, that's the ticket. That's where the ticket comes from.
Okay.
Yeah.
He still says that shit, and like he's like, it's in his contract. Every movie he does, he's like, I have to say that's the ticket. Then people will remember who I am.
Yeah. And yeah, he has game. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know.
Money.
But there's one woman that's like, you haven't talked to me all night. And then there's another one that like splashes water in it, like, or a martini in his face later on.
Yeah.
So he opens the door to Kim Basinger. Her name is Celeste. A celestial. She's a celestial.
Yeah.
Oh.
She lands on the beach first.
Like, well, her spaceship lands on a coaster the size of her spaceship.
Yes.
It's like a drink coaster.
Yes.
Well, because, like, I don't know what this is. It's like a saucer spaceship, but it has a plate underneath it that just
makes
hovers
it fly.
below it.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's a weird design. It's awful. It's so bad.
Well, make sure you don't want to get any rings on the land.
Yeah,
you,
exactly.
You don't want any water drips.
Then that's how people know when an alien has landed is when the ring on the ground.
That's
Actually,
right.
that's a genuine thing. So they're preventing that. Now she lands on the beach in this weird fucking outfit. Even weird for the 80s weird.
It's like the rings of Saturn.
Yes.
In a dress.
She got a big old hat.
It's okay. So what it is, it's like it's a sock of a dress. Like it's spandex, it's skin tight,
but then it has these ribs
around
for her pleasure.
Yes, because around the hips section is an actual like ring.
It's kind of like a hoop skirt, but then it comes back in tight.
Yes,
it is odd.
Yeah, and then her hat is spandex as well, and it has another giant ring on it.
Yes,
right.
It's so weird.
Because it's like I don't think anybody in a magazine, like, because it seems like they get all of what they think they know about Earth from pop culture,
And I think
it's such a stereotype.
I think she saw
It's a trope.
that outfit that she's wearing in a fashion magazine in a scene, and then was
Maybe.
like, "That's what it is." But
Maybe
it's,
on like a runway where
but
those
she's-
things,
yeah.
things on runway never come to fruition.
yeah, they're just high fashion.
Yeah.
they're just supposed to look cool. Yeah, so she
Yeah.
wears it.
She was like, I was at 2019's Met Gala.
"It's hard being a social media influencer."
And her purse is like, I didn't know what camp was. Nobody knew what camp was.
So yes, she rings the doorbell, and John Lovitz lets her in, and he just comes his pants.
Baby! That's where I've been doing that. Cause that's
the ticket.
Yeah, that's where it's from. Oh, baby!
Yeah,
Right? And she immediately asks for Dr. Stephen Mills, right?
Yeah, and he's basically like, "What? My
That's-
loser brother?"
It's my brother.
Which is so mean because it's like, my loser brother whose wife died? It's
Yeah.
like, dude, cut him some slack.
Yeah.
He's like, he only gets the ugly chicks.
Yeah, he's like, he's right over there, dancing with his daughter.
Yeah, which is also like, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Again, this movie doesn't know what it wants to be because it has very genuine, sweet moments in it, and then it just is not okay.
No, not at all. So she immediately goes in there, and I like this scene. I like her, like, just completely messing up all these things and, like, just throwing all these pop culture references. She goes over to somebody serving hors d'oeuvres, and I don't know, the person also, I guess, picked up an ashtray and was going to take it back to the kitchen. I hope they just weren't carrying around an ashtray for people to ash in.
No, they were going to eat the ash.
No, but that's what she does.
Yeah, she does. That's right. She eats the ash.
Instead of the hors d'oeuvres in the other hand,
Yeah.
right? And she's like, delicious, right?
Yeah.
Can't imagine it actually was. That's just her saying that.
Yeah. She throws out a bunch of weird... She eats a carrot.
No,
and
she smokes a carrot.
She smokes a carrot. Yes.
Eats a cigarette butt, smokes a carrot.
Yes. And she...
And then is just throwing out like one-liners to Dan Aykroyd and everybody in the room, being like, "This bud's for you," right?
Yeah.
And then does a backflip,
Yeah, does a bunch of flips.
and then Dan Aykroyd's like, "Is this a wacky gram?"
Yeah.
like that's not a thing, sir.
Yeah, and also, that is the wackiest of wacky grams.
What is a wacky gram?
I think it's like when they show up to your door, they're like, "Happy Valentine's Day to you, bitch."
What, bitch?
Yeah, it's like when you get a divorce paper, but they send it with a wacky gram.
Oh,
Your wife is dead. Ha!
Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Jimmy Durante.
Yeah.
God, why is there such an obsession with Jimmy Durante in this film?
Because this movie is trying to be a family movie, so they're trying to throw jokes to, like, old-ass people in it.
I feel like just Dan Aykroyd was obsessed with Jimmy Durante,
Yeah.
right? And he
Dan
was like,
Aykroyd-
I can do a great impression.
Dan Aykroyd, you're a weird guy.
Yeah, he is.
But also, I heard your vodka is killer. So...
Oh, man. Yeah.
we got to get our hands on a bottle of the Crystal Skull vodka.
I've had Crystal Skull.
Have you?
Is that what it...
Yeah, that's his.
It comes in that glass skull?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had that. I used the Crystal Skull bottle as a prop as I went as Indiana Jones for Halloween one year.
Oh, Dan Aykroyd, you're wild. This is why they won't let you make Ghostbusters 3.
Yeah, right?
This is why Bill Murray won't return your calls.
Have you ever played the game?
The Ghostbusters game?
Yeah.
No, but we've talked about this. It's basically
It's hella
Ghostbusters
good.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it is everything, like, just accept it as the continuation.
Everyone
give it
returned
to you.
to
It's
their
cool.
voice, to do their voice,
They
right?
did.
Yeah.
Everybody but Louis Tully.
Oh, yeah.
So they didn't put him in the film.
Yeah.
Even Walter Peck came back.
Yo.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was way cool. Yep. And Annie Potts. I think she was Janine again.
Oh, God.
Yeah. It was really good. Anyway.
Yeah. Welcome to Ghostbusters, the video game corner.
I would do that. Because that game's great.
Yeah, so she's throwing out all these quips and basically just takes Dan Aykroyd outside.
Well, the way I thought about it, too, is, like, she looks insane. She's doing backflips in the party, and it was like, you know what? If I was there in the 80s with all that cocaine, I would have been like, there's always one girl.
Yeah.
Like, I would have been like, yeah, that's the weirdo tonight.
Whatever.
Yeah. Well, first she goes outside
Yes.
to talk to her purse.
Yes.
Okay, so her purse is this giant one-eyed snake dick monster.
It's literally the monster from the trash compactor in
Diagonal.
Yeah.
Yep, it's a Diagonal from Star Wars.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just a one-eyed penis monster out of the bag.
It's got a big dick vein on it,
It's
too.
definitely a euphemism for that, or like a metaphor or whatever. It definitely is just like, here's a penis.
Yeah, it has to be.
Right? But it has this weird kind of Joan Rivers impression it's doing the whole time.
Terrible Joan Rivers impression. Worse Joan Rivers impression than Joan Rivers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it starts talking to her about basically laying out why she's there for us, even though 10 minutes prior we literally just heard why she's there.
Right. Her goal is to get Dr. Stephen Mills to recreate the experiment that he did the night before, so that he can send a signal and put the planet back on its axis.
Yeah.
Like, how does this work?
It doesn't. It
No.
doesn't make any sense.
Also, I don't know of a time in which, at any given time in life, you've broken something and then broke it more to fix it.
Yeah, I can't.
Like,
I just can't believe that the solution at the end of the movie was that everyone screamed into a big microphone, and it just the sound wave fixed the planet.
Well, that's the thing. Is like, okay, your house burns down. You don't like light a match on the ashes to like build it back up.
Yeah. It's like, damn, I crashed my car. If I hit it harder, it'll pop that dent right out.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes no sense.
It's so weird.
But yes, Dan Aykroyd comes out and he's talking to her, basically being like, "Wow, you're fucking nuts."
Well, she gives she goes back inside.
Yes.
To get advice from somebody, right, and runs into Jesse, and Jesse gives her a whole bunch of magazines, and then she goes outside and feeds those magazines into her purse, and the purse is able to just basically magically create whatever the hell it wants, like instantaneously.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know the logic here.
No
Let's
logic.
not try to figure that one
Yeah.
out. But basically, she throws 3 magazines in, and it spits out a more conservative dress.
Yes.
Right? She puts that dress on, and then like Dan Aykroyd comes out to be like, I thought you were funny. Like, I don't know what everybody else thought. And then she's immediately like, she's hugging him and
Kissing him.
Yeah.
And then what does he say? Something about her pants.
Well, she's cold, so it must be super warm on her planet.
Yes, that's.
But it's the only time and reference in which she says that she is like cold to the point of wanting to put her hands in his pockets.
Yes.
She's never cold again. It's for this joke only.
They do show her standing in a pizza later.
Shut up.
She's actually the brothers from Little Nicky.
No. Wonderful.
Wonderful. I'm a horny little bird.
Yeah, I did skip over. He did come out once before when she was wearing the red dress, because that's when he's talking about the cyclometer and that he's fired and stuff like that. And he's like, "I must be boring the pants off of you."
And she says, she literally looks underneath at her coochie.
Yeah, she bends over and looks up her own dress and is like, "Nope, still on."
And
I
it's
was
also like,
all right, that's funny.
But it's also not, because she's not wearing pants.
No, you're right.
So
he didn't say like the panties off of you.
Boring your thong off of you. She's like, "Nope, still there." But it's like, no, you're not wearing pants. So that's a weird joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he said, "I must be boring you to death," and she was like, "No,
she,
I'm still alive."
Holds her hand on her throat, and she's like, "No, I'm still good.
Still alive."
Yeah, that would have been better.
Way better. Way better.
Yeah.
And he takes them to the lab, right? Because she's like, "Take me to your lab."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, I got fired from there." She's like, "It's okay because I'm an agent."
Yeah.
And he's immediately like, "Okay.
Sounds good to me."
Well, this movie is definitely like just like the purse says in the opening introduction of them, being like, "Guys will do anything for pussy."
Yeah, it was literally. Literally. This is like a government lab, and he's like, "I'm willing to commit a federal crime."
Yep. And she goes there with him, and which means he left Jesse at the party?
Yeah, with all these creepy singles.
Yeah. And
And
her
she has her-
creepy uncle.
Yeah, she has her friends there, but yeah, he just leaves her.
Leaves
But
her.
she's happy. She just wants her dad to get pussy.
Yeah, she doesn't care.
Yeah.
And they go there, and they're in the lab, and then his boss shows up, right?
They're stopped at the security thing, and that's when she says who she is. And they ask for identification, and it prints out of her purse 800 things.
And nobody's questioning any of this.
Honestly, I was going to say that's a terrorist, but this is pre 9/11.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, I'll let it slide.
Yeah, but it just spits it out on, like, you know how they had, like, laminate, like,
Yeah.
folds of a whole bunch
And
of
then she
credit
just
cards and stuff.
throws it at the person.
Yeah.
And the person's like, all right, good enough for me.
checks out,
Yep.
right?
And then they walk through the metal detector. It goes off, and they have a gaff of like, and they just keep going.
What?
Yeah.
Nobody questions it. There wasn't a time when Dan Aykroyd up at the lab was like, so, can I see some of those IDs?
Yeah, like what the
Nothing.
fuck? He never questions it once of like, how do you know about this technology?
Yeah. Right?
Because I'm sure when you get fired, no one's going, hey, this dude was doing this.
Well, because it's following the trope of, like, dudes will ignore everything if there is, like, a piece of pussy in front of them.
And see, here's the wild thing for me is like, yes, he doesn't have, his wife died, but he's not even like in love with this
Well,
woman.
that's also weird is, like, when her friends to Jesse are like, oh my God, he's with a woman. She's like, yeah, I haven't seen him, like, you know, with a woman since 1983. And I'm like, when you were like 5?
Yeah. And she's like, I knew he needed to fuck back then too.
Right?
Yeah, and
Get over it, mom's dead.
basically, yeah. It's, I don't know, man. It's so weird. He's not. What I was saying is, he's not even in love with this woman. He just wants to bone.
Yep.
And it's not even endearing because you're like, this guy just wants to have sex.
Mhm.
That's it. Like,
I mean, yeah,
yeah.
nothing wrong with that. This is gonna be me one day.
One day.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh, snake penis purse. I'm cool with it.
Sick. Just don't put it in my butt.
Right? What kind of impression does it do? Does it do Carl Sagan?
Does it do a shitty Joan Rivers?
Yeah,
My pants are already off.
yeah. Does it make prank phone calls to my brother?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
No, so they're up there in his lab,
Then his boss comes in,
and the
right?
security guard says, hey, he's here, but
Nice to have him back.
nice to have him back. And he's like, excuse me, what?
Yeah. Goes upstairs, sees Celeste, right? And then she, like, takes her glowy purse, throws him out a window.
And he dies.
No, I will have to say this is I will argue this forever. This is my favorite part of the entire movie.
Oh my god.
Is she throws him out the window, right? Like levitates him out the window, and then he's like butt sliding across the second floor railing of the entire building.
That's right.
Until he projects off of that and then lands feet first into the roof of his car, goes through the roof. Mind you, it's not a convertible.
Yeah, that's right. He goes through a hard top. Yeah.
Gets in, his hair is completely disheveled, and he goes, yes, I think I better be going home now." Yes, I have to get back to some of that good pie.
Yeah.
And I was in my room and I was just like, okay, because another thing I forgot to mention is that I've seen this as a child. I don't know how, I don't know why at this point, but I know it was like on Showtime or something. But this did not do well for me the second viewing.
I actually, when you said we were going to do this movie, I had a weird moment of being like, I've heard of this movie, but I've never watched it. And I realized it used to play on HBO Kids all the time.
Nah, they're not going to get the sex stuff, but everything else is fine.
Yeah.
They're going to think that just like fireworks were above them.
At 8 p.m., Stuart Little. At 10 p.m., Stuart Little 2. At 1 a.m., My Stepmother Is an Alien.
What kid is still up at 1 a.m.?
It's the Skinamax for kids.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's
Lord of the Bones.
It's like they literally just had a comedy writer only write one 1 minute segment of the movie, and he was like, all right, I fixed it.
That's what happened. Every single one of them got about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
God.
So now they did not find anything to make a solution, right? And they go up to the satellite, and that's when he's like, "Can I kiss you?" And she's like, "Yeah, sure." And she goes, "Does it hurt?" And he goes, "Not how I do it."
Yeah, it's like, what?
Yeah, well, and then he proceeds to like not kiss her, but like make out with her neck.
Yeah, he's just like.
Meanwhile, while that's happening, the purse is throwing up definitions
of what a kiss
is, and then videos, all no rights.
Yeah.
You know, what's that called?
Like stock footage.
Yeah.
Of people kissing. Yeah.
Right. Or stuff that they just wouldn't, they didn't have to pay for the rights for, because there's like Marilyn Monroe and she's blowing kisses. So basically, Celeste is mimicking anything that she sees up on the screen behind him until it gets to like two like pelicans or birds or something.
Yeah, like eating each other's beaks.
Right, and that's when the birds are like spinning in a circle and like kind of like attacking each other in a way, like pecking, and so. That's what those two do, too. And Dan Aykroyd's just like, all right, yeah, fuck it, yeah.
Yeah, it's been 6 years.
But he still doesn't see this projection screen behind him.
Yeah.
Even though they're spinning in a circle. And then when he tries the turn, after that is when she, like, spins his head so he doesn't see it. And I'm like, wait. He just spun in a circle with her.
He already saw it.
Yeah.
Jig's up.
Yeah.
Go back to your doomed planet.
We don't like radio.
I'd hate to see how that planet deals with, like, an asteroid coming towards it. Now, we can defend those. Radio waves?
We have to send her to where the asteroid is, and she has to fuck the asteroid.
God damn it, you sent us the Kevin and Bean show. It's insufferable.
Is this Tim and Eric? So, now... she's like, let's go back to your house.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, no problem.
Yeah, forget about my daughter.
Goes back to the house. At first, as soon as they come inside of the house, she like runs into a coat rack. And he's like, it's hats, hats. And then grabs one. And he's like, this one's Jimmy Durante's collector's hat. And I'm like, just hanging on the coat rack?
Yeah, not even in, like, not protected.
Right?
He wears it.
And then he does, because he immediately is like, ha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
Yeah.
And you're like, God damn it, Dan Aykroyd, stop.
Which is funny, because I literally just learned who Jimmy Durante was today when I was listening to something, and they mentioned the ha-cha-cha-cha-cha, and then it came up in the movie, and I was like, oh, it's old shit. It's old shit for this movie.
It is.
Like, straight up,
it's classics. It's straight up like Angels with Filthy Souls.
Yes, it is the oldest of old shit.
Yeah.
Which, again...
it's like around It's a Wonderful Lifetime.
Yes, again, whereas we live currently in the time where everyone fantasizes about the 80s. The 80s was the time when everyone was fantasizing about post-World War II. But it's still...
Were they?
Well, like Back to the Future, they go to the 50s, American Graffiti, and all that kind of stuff. Like... But this Jimmy Durante stuff is still old in that context.
But every single time that they like did it, I just wrote in my notes, I was like, nobody wants to see your impression, Dan. Like, stop it.
Boomer humor.
God damn it, stop it. Oh. So they also mention, I don't know who, because in my notes it just says that, like, basically he makes $25,000 a year as this, like, astrophysicist.
Yeah.
Right? I did the inflation.
Is it not much anyway?
54,000 now. That's still not a lot.
No, that's not a lot.
He should be upwards of 90 to 120,000 a year.
As
an astrophysicist?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, teachers make more than me.
Yes. They probably did.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing.
Damn, I make more than that now. That's not saying anything at all.
So do I.
That's poor as shit.
Yeah. But let's do inflation for 2019. Oh, it's still what it is.
Yeah, it's still shitty.
Yeah. But still, Yeah, that's weird because he's like, I guess I'm gonna have to go to teaching.
Yeah,
right.
$24,000 a year is like $10 an hour.
Yeah.
Imagine getting a master's degree to be an astrophysicist, and you're making what you can make less than what you could make at In-N-Out right now.
Right? So we haven't seen what's in the purse yet, but we're about to. Because what happens is that he's like, let me go check on my daughter. Right? Basically being like, I want to see if she got home because I left her.
Yeah, also, I'm going to tell her, like, hey, don't come in my bedroom.
Because I'm going to leave the door open and I'm going to bone.
If the room is a rockin', it means we're having sex.
And so he goes upstairs and she winds up following him up there. And he's like, this is my daughter. And she goes, she's short, right? And he's like, yeah, she's 13. How old did you think she was? And she was like 6, 800. Just like, and at what point are you just like, okay, I want a bone, but this is
fuck is wrong with
weird,
you,
right?
Am I taking advantage of a mentally deficient person,
right? Or is it just like, this person, if we do bone, I'm gonna run into a lot of more red flags later on.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
There's a point. I feel like in almost any male's life that they've run into one person where they're like, I wanna, but God, this is just gonna be a disaster afterwards. And like, at what point is this gonna happen for him?
Yeah,
because it just not.
I'll tell you about when there's 20 minutes left in the movie.
Yeah,
is when he realizes.
But even then, he's just like, I guess I'm fucking an alien now.
Yeah, he's like, that's pretty cool, honestly. I'm Dan Aykroyd. I'm really cool with it. It's all I want.
Yes. So he's like, you're funny, you're genuine, you're amazing, and now you want to have sex. And she's like, what the hell is sex? And he's like, at no point. Also, is he like, yeah? She goes, yeah, we're gonna have sex as soon as I find out what it is.
Yeah, and he's just like, huh? And she goes in the bathroom and uses.
So at that point, is that like? Is he? He's met her for 3 hours, and he had to have heard that. Is he now okay with taking somebody's virginity?
Not even their virginity, their mental virginity. Just like, I'm gonna explain it to you right now, and it's gonna be wild.
Yeah. So she goes in the bathroom, and now, due to the fact, I guess, that her planet abolished sex 3,000 years ago, they don't have a definition for intercourse.
Yes.
They have a definition for everything else that sex is.
Sex.
Gender.
Yeah.
And yeah. Or yeah, I was like, no, where it says like a store on 5th Avenue. I was like, nope.
Yeah, that's the joke. Sex.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
dumb.
Yeah.
But doesn't it print out a copy of Hustler for her?
It prints out a copy of Hustler.
Which means she's just going to piss on the floor now.
Ah, my pussy's not that hairy.
Just pissing on her feet.
Oh, and it also prints out 3 beta copies of Debbie Does Something. Debbie Does Dallas.
Debbie Does Dallas. Debbie Does Another City, and then Debbie Does Another City.
Which I love the follow-up line to that. Busy girl, that Debbie.
Yes, that's pretty funny. Yeah. Like I said, occasionally gets one in.
But the joke is great, but doesn't make sense considering she doesn't know what sex is yet.
Yeah.
Like, she hasn't even seen the Hustler magazine or the video that gets projected later.
Yeah.
Right? So she's like, busy girl. Is it just like, because she went
She travels
there?
a lot.
Yeah.
She's probably got a lot of miles.
It would have been funnier if she had known about sex and then those printed out.
Yeah.
But also, it's 1988. Beta's dead. Where is she going to watch these? And is she supposed to go downstairs and watch them? And
Hey, I'll
come
be right back.
up?
I gotta return some tapes. Yeah. So she goes back in, and Dan Aykroyd's just ready and reeling.
Oh, he gets like dry lip.
Yeah.
His like upper lip sticks above his like gum line.
Yeah.
And he like has to like peel it back and fix it. Meanwhile, he's also like been practicing like to the pillow next to him, being like, "You want to sit here? Huh? Right here?
Yeah.
Right on a child's bed."
Yeah, it's a very small bed. I don't know why he's sleeping on a double.
It's just like a cot at camp.
Yeah.
And
welcome to my dorm.
not gonna lie, This is literally one of the only things I remember as a child is this scene.
The sex scene?
This is hot.
It's and that again, this is where we start getting into the territory of what the fuck is this movie?
Or what does it want to be?
What does it want to be?
Yeah.
Yeah, the sex scene is graphic. Like, not graphic as in you see stuff, but it's wild.
Well, you see stuff, you see nips.
Do you?
Her nipples in this negligee?
Oh.
Yeah.
I was just more focused on how goddamn hairy Dan Aykroyd is. I know why he's so interested in the paranormal, because he wants to link back up with his Sasquatch family. Because Jesus Christ. It is awful. He's disgusting.
That is, sir, you're insulting me when you insult Dan Aykroyd.
You are not as hairy as Dan Aykroyd.
I mean, it's close.
I've seen it, but it's not near. No, dude, that guy, he puts Austin Powers to shame.
It's true. It's funny, he used to have more hair than that. He used to have a mustache on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's right.
But he's sitting there, his head, he's propped up on the bed, and I'm not going to lie. She looks gorgeous for 32 in this film.
I'm gonna say it. She does nothing for me. Do you know what it is? Mm-hmm. Her eyebrows. Because they're so light,
okay,
it gives her like a caveman forehead.
Well, Alec Baldwin liked it.
Oh shit, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And their daughter is like a full adult now too, and like
Ireland?
completely gorgeous. Yeah.
And she's married to Justin Bieber.
Oh no, that's right.
Did you not know? Did you forget about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any compliment I just gave you is taken away.
No, yeah. I didn't realize that was him and her's kid, Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like my age. She's like 26
sure.
or something like that. Yeah. Wow, that's wild. Yeah, I don't know. She just doesn't she looks I don't know, she looks weird.
Pretty.
She's like extraterrestrial pretty.
She's not in my wheelhouse. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I know.
And
I know what you're
not hair color. I meant just in like what I would go for normally. Anyway, she's too like supermodel-ish.
Yeah. Well,
right?
that's one of the reasons she's like so cut and like her face is just so like supermodel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is
alien.
Alien, very much so.
Yeah.
Yes, it very plays into that.
Do you know who was originally supposed to be cast in this?
Oh dear God, who?
Shelley Long.
Shelley Long
from True Beverly Hills, and Shelley Long, man. Like
I'm 26. You got
you don't. Okay, hold on. You want me to just dive into the repertoire of Shelley Long? Because I can do that. You do not. I know you know Shelley Long.
I only know Shelley Short.
God damn you! God damn you! Well, Cheers. Okay.
I only know Frasier.
The Money Pit.
She's in that?
Yeah, she's the wife.
Is she?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a vague memory of who she is now. I told you we watched that in my math class.
That's right. That's why I said that one.
They taught us about how to buy a house.
Yep. The Money Pit. She was also in Hello Again, which like she died and came back from the grave. Like a lot of 80s movies, but she would have been great in this film, but it would have been a full comedic turn because she's light and bubbly and a bit goofy.
Okay,
right? Okay. So she definitely would have been more likable.
It wouldn't have been as awkward then.
Exactly. Yes. She was also in it's a Bombs Away classic, Don't Tell Her It's Me, aka The Boyfriend School.
Okay, that's a title.
With Steve Guttenberg. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Night Shift. If you haven't watched Night Shift, you got to watch that. Henry Winkler and Michael Keaton, and they play nighttime attendees.
Oh, Shelley Long.
Yeah.
Okay, the blonde from Cheers.
Oh, what, you had to look it up?
I looked her up.
Oh, okay.
And then they kept showing me pictures of her old, and I was like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's so cute.
Yes.
This would have been such a much more down-to-earth, like, yeah.
And it would have been, I think, okay, because here's the thing about Celeste as a character in this film and everything is that she seems to, like, knock off the I'm an alien persona almost immediately. Like, she just caught on.
Yeah.
It was like, she went to the party, she did a bunch of stupid shit, she went outside, and the person was like, don't blame me, and then she was just like, I'm good now.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. It's definitely a bit weird.
It's not, like, she's not saying enough crazy shit for it to be like that endearing or that funny.
Yeah, no, I don't. I think I think Shelley Long would have been a better casting choice.
Way better.
Welcome to the recasting corner. So they fuck.
This scene's still hot, though. Like, the whole windblown hair, like, coming through. Because what she saw in the bathroom, that projection, was, like, the cheesiest, like, 70s, 80s, like, porno striptease or something. It was like, meow, meow.
Yeah, you're really expecting them to just like flop around, but then it's straight up like hot sex.
Yeah, she's straight up. She comes out. She's in this like white negligee. That's it. Like there's wind blowing from somewhere, which I think it'd be funny because basically she's in slow motion, but Dan Aykroyd's not. Right?
Yeah.
And it really would have been funny if he would have been like, "Where's that wind coming from?"
Yeah.
There's certain things where I'm like, this movie could have been saved.
Yeah, it really could have.
By having basically
someone be aware.
By having Dan Aykroyd be aware, be us, the audience.
Well, we get that literally in like the next scene with Alyson Hannigan because she becomes "Are you an idiot?"
Well, that's my question here is that like whose perspective is this movie supposed to be from? Because the title makes it seem like it's hers, right? But she's hardly in this movie.
I know, and when she is, you don't want her to be.
Yeah. Actually, she's doing
she's doing a very good job.
Yes.
Especially with what's been given to her.
Yeah.
So he busts a nut and fireworks go off.
Yes.
And they do wake her daughter because it's genuine fireworks. And she like smiles.
Or what? Did you get a different copy or something?
Oh no, shit! I think I'm thinking of the end of the movie.
Yeah. I was like, what? I thought you were on one of those, like, you know, like,
my benders.
Yeah,
no,
where you just make up a part of the movie.
No, I forgot.
You were like, and she just smiles and rubs one out and goes back to sleep.
The child. No. And then this line is funny. I did laugh at it, and I felt ashamed.
The one that's in the trailer.
She's basically like, sex is great. We could have been doing it this whole time.
Yeah.
And Dan Aykroyd makes that goddamn fucking Dan Aykroyd face, and you know what I'm talking about when I say Dan Aykroyd face. It's that fucking Dan Aykroyd face. The face he makes when the ghost sucks him.
Yeah.
God damn it. This scene does kind of parallel the ghost suck thing, because then she's like, let's do it again. And she goes under the covers, and then he's like, whoa, 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 wow, 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 whoa, wowzer. I wish John Lovitz walked in.
Baby! Oh, but his character arc gets weird.
I love his character arc. Yes. So it's the next morning. Alyson Hannigan comes out.
Her and Dan Aykroyd are having breakfast.
And let me tell you, I fucking hate this interaction.
Okay.
It made me cringe so hard that I paused the movie for like 2 hours and came back to it.
Okay.
Because I was like, this is gross. Who the fuck wrote this? Alyson Hannigan goes to her dad, and as I said in the intro, she says, "Hey, Dad, notice anything different about me?" He says, cut your hair.
That's not this scene.
Yeah, that's this scene.
No.
Yeah.
It's not the bra scene.
Yeah.
The bra scene's in the beginning. We already talked about it.
Oh, shit, did we miss it?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's right before they go to the... Isn't it?
No, I think it's right now.
I don't know. Who cares?
It's a gross line.
It's super gross.
She says she has tits now, and he's like, you can't.
And she calls him an A-.
Yes.
Which is like, it's just a joke.
Gross.
Yeah.
And that's
because he doesn't seem like a father figure. He just seems like a creepy guy who now owns a daughter.
Yes, and that's one of the things I wanted to touch on, and we missed it, I guess. Is just that, like, again, this movie really doesn't know what it wants to be, and therefore it becomes really creepy.
Right, because like now we're in this adolescent growing up tale.
Yeah,
out of nowhere.
It kind of wants to be a heartwarming story about a guy that's just trying to do what's best for his daughter.
Sure,
but he doesn't.
No,
it's literally just his daughter wanting him to do what's best for him.
It's just his daughter wanting him to bone.
And it's gross.
Yeah.
It's nasty.
Because basically what happens here is that those two are having a breakfast, and then Celeste comes down in like a nightgown, and she's like, she spent the night, right? Knowing her from the party the night before, right? And
yeah.
It's like, yep, right? And she's like, awesome.
Yeah, gross. That is so gross.
Glad you got your nut off, Dad. Hope you get a job in the morning. Bye.
Thanks, Dad. I was really tired of hearing you crying and jerking off in your bedroom.
Mr. Mom. The cyclometer. Baby.
Yeah, so is this when she makes them breakfast?
No.
That's next time.
Yes. So what we missed is that Celeste, while he was asleep, I think,
Sucked him.
oh god damn it.
I mean,
You
kind
just
of.
you lost it for me. Oh, while he was asleep overnight, she did go downstairs, watch a Jimmy Durante tape,
Yeah, that was
Right?
weird.
and then proceeded to try to like use osmosis to like suck up information on the computer. Found nothing. Was reading a bunch of books. Read The Shining. Got scared.
Rubs her arms on The Shining and is like, oh.
And then reads a Shirley MacLaine novel
Yeah.
and is laughing her ass off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, somebody really likes Shirley MacLaine.
Yeah,
Somebody thought that book was hilarious.
Yeah, they're like, this is the funniest book ever. You ever read Hop on Pop?
Right? Oh, that's right. In this breakfast scene, they don't pan up to who's making it. You can figure it out, but like it's basically like 2 Pop-Tarts come out of the toaster and then like jam gets spread on the top of them and then syrup. And I was like, oh shit, the alien's making breakfast.
Yeah.
But no,
No.
it's Jessie.
Yeah, it's like, goddamn, not having a mom has really ruined you, hasn't
Right?
it?
Feeds one to the dog, one's to herself.
That dog's dead.
Oh, probably. I mean, it was 30 years ago.
No, it's still alive.
Oh no.
It's like, please kill me. I've just been eating syrup Pop-Tarts.
Yeah. And yeah, that's the moment where they basically are like, yep, we fucked.
Yeah, and it's just like, I just don't like it.
Nope.
I don't like it.
So now Celeste goes to the baseball stadium
Yes.
to consult with
To
the
Dodger Stadium, I think it is. And
yeah.
it's like, why the fuck is she here?
Basically, for some reason, she's there because that's a big secluded place.
Yeah, oh yeah, secluded. Just hundreds of security guards at it all the time.
Not back in the 80s.
Okay, 50 security guards. Two. All the Aramark people that sell you hot dogs, they're all there.
Yo, you seen these giant nuns in the sky?
Anyway, $26.50 for the beer and a hot dog.
Get your peanuts, get your goddamn!
Holy shit, space nuns!
Why the hell am I selling peanuts at an empty baseball stadium right now?
Shit.
This bit does not work at all.
You have to let me go, Peanut Man. You shouldn't have gotten in the car. Let's give Peanut Man a tragic backstory.
God damn!
Shit, baseball season's over?
Why the hell am I still selling peanuts? And why is there 3 giant fucking nuns in the sky?
What if they just blow them up?
Oh,
There's like,
man. You weren't supposed to be here. All for a person that's not really in this movie. We just made him up.
That would have made this movie so much better. That would have been funny if she goes to the baseball field, she sees the space nuns, and then they leave, and there's a dude in the audience just like, what the fuck?
God damn!
It's John Lovitz.
When the hell are we gonna win a penny? God damn!
Actually, they win one. This is 89?
This is 88.
88? They win one this year.
Oh, really?
I believe 88 was the last time they won.
Oh, okay. It's fine.
Because 89 was the last time the A's won, and I know the Dodgers won before that.
God damn!
We did it! Yeah, so she talks to the space...
It's angels in the entire field!
Great Scott!
Damn, I was 2 weeks away from retirement.
So she talks to the space nuns, and they're like, get your shit together, we got 24 hours.
And she's like, I don't know why they suggest to marry him, but they do.
Because married men tell their wives all their secrets.
I guess.
That's why a site like Ashley Madison has never existed.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember. She's like, oh, should I marry him? They're like, marry him. Yeah. And she then does. Oh, doesn't he just propose?
Yeah, he does. She's like, he asked me to marry him.
That's right. He's just like, you're amazing and you're beautiful. And oh, that's right. Because she says that, like, I'm not here after tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's right. And him, like a desperate dude who just got laid for the first time in 10 years, which is, I'm like, well done, movie. That's very accurate. No, don't leave. Marry me.
Yeah. God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically he asked her to marry her. She's like, I'm not going to be here after tomorrow.
And he's like, marry me. And she's like, I'll think about it. And runs out, goes to the baseball stadium. That's what happens.
And they're like, you got to do it.
And she's like, he asked me to marry him. And they're like, well, marry him.
Whatever
right?
it takes.
Then they go look through the big book, right, to see what marriage is like. It's a cool bit because, like, they talk about marriage in, like, the 14th century or something.
Yeah.
And then they talk about marriage in, like, the 1940s. And they're like, oh, wrong decade. Because, like, 1940, they're like, cook and clean for him and bring him his martinis.
Yeah, that is kind of funny.
Yeah.
And then they were like, 1980s, sorry, cook and clean for him and bring his cocaine.
Yeah. Maybe cut off his dick if he cheats on you.
Shit. Yeah. And then he'll star in a thing called Frankenpenis.
The Lorena Bobbitt story.
Damn, that guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah. So now she goes back, and what I found weird is you can't have a film in which Joseph Mayer, who is his boss, right, and Tony Jay, who is the head alien in the sky, right, are in the same damn movie because they look and sound like the same person.
Exactly the same person, because I was very confused. I was like, oh, that's why his boss didn't want him to do it, because it was going to destroy his planet. It's like, oh, wait, no. That's just two different people.
Yeah, they just look and sound the same.
God damn, old white people look the same.
Old white men.
Yeah.
But Joseph Mayer is no longer with us. He was the head priest in Sister Act.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That's my favorite role he ever had.
God.
And but Tony Jay is still around. I think he's just retired. So they get married.
Literally, she gets a dress the same day.
And everyone's invited and makes it
Dan Aykroyd,
to the living room wedding.
Dan Aykroyd has the proto Dumb and Dumber suit, which is weird.
Okay, I would say, okay, so it's 1988. Dan Aykroyd's probably like 30, so it means he probably had his prom in the 70s sometime, and it makes sense that he probably has it in his closet.
Yeah.
Right? Hers, though,
was like... Well, they never explain where she gets it, right?
Welcome to the 80s, where dresses were as much fabric as you could put on your body.
And then a veil.
Because her dress and then Alyson Hannigan's dress later on when she's going to, I don't know, a prom date?
Yeah.
With Seth Green?
With Seth Green.
Yeah, they're just going to make a ginger kid that nobody wants.
Dang.
Yeah, and I said that.
Scotty, don't. Yeah, everyone makes it. It's weird. Her dress, I've seen it at Savers a million times.
Yeah. It's just a big giant heart on the back of the back.
Yeah, and yeah, that's weird. It looks like it's just cut out with play scissors.
It looks awful.
But the only person there, besides Alyson Hannigan, who's like, excuse me, what the fuck, is John Lovitz.
Yeah.
He's like, you're getting married already? And then,
but you know what's funny about John Lovitz's character in this moment is that, like, it's not like he's looking out for him. He's just jealous.
Yeah, yeah. Alyson
really
Hannigan's looking out for him, and he's like, what the hell? I can't find love, and you found this insanely hot woman that I'm in love with for some reason.
In love with her.
Yes.
Right? To the point of, they get married. Meanwhile, she left the purse, the talking purse, out into the, like, in the foyer or something.
Also, at this point, Alyson Hannigan has already started questioning her to her dad. She's like, I've never seen her eat. Like,
she saw her right before the wedding drink D-cell batteries.
Yes.
That's right, because that's what she actually eats for fuel.
Yes, she sees her do that. She says, where did she get a dress in like less than 24 hours? And he's like, shut up. We fucked.
Yeah. Right? And so now she's like, I don't know what's going on. I just saw her suck 2 D-cell batteries dry, like to the point they crinkled, like imploded in themselves.
She sucked my D dry up top. And she's like, all right, Dad, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they get married. The purse is being tormented by the dog. Right, the dog knows that something's like in it. Right, carries it around, but then the purse makes the dog float up onto the roof outside.
Yeah,
and Celeste sees this, says, "I do. You may now kiss the bride," and just runs out. Right, to grab the purse that was almost buried. Right, and then the dog's on the roof. So everybody's concerned about the dog. Meanwhile, while they're doing that, John Lovitz is like, "May I be the first one to kiss the bride?"
Yeah, and it's like...
And kisses her on the lips!
Dan Aykroyd, you got cucked by John Lovitz.
Acting!
God.
Yeah, it's weird.
This whole movie is weird.
So then, I guess Jessie just forgets that she saw her drink batteries and all this is fucking weird because now it's the nighttime after the wedding and she's like putting and combing her hair and making a dress for her and it's like they've been like mother and daughter for years.
And that's another weird thing is just like all of a sudden like she's just like, yay, a mom again.
Yeah. And is immediately like the doorbell rings and she's like, I hope he likes me, and like Celeste just goes pro-feminist and is like, I hope you like him.
Yeah, and that's like really weird because that's like so out of character for her.
Yeah.
It's like, I hope he has a big dick.
I hope he's not like your father.
Sex is wild. I can't believe you're doing it, 13-year-old child.
Right? Which they're about to. Because Seth Green rolls in with his ginger hair and his braces looking like 12 years old, right? And is straight up dragging her out the house, like immediately. He's like, okay, yeah, bye.
I've got to be in it later.
Oh, yeah, it's weird. And I don't know what happens to them. Where do they go? What do they do? They just get ice cream. I know that because they're like walking home with ice cream. But like, they look like they're going to prom. They have corsages on. She's got like a full like bedazzled dress on. He's got a suit, like a white tuxedo on.
They just went to Baskin Robbins.
That's the movie I want to see. My
stepmom's an alien.
My boyfriend's a ginger.
Quarter.
My boyfriend likes playing with puppets and stop motion animation.
Yeah. My boyfriend gets really weird and won't stop getting jobs in Hollywood.
My boyfriend keeps getting the same jobs I do, so we're on the same set.
Yeah.
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 I'm talking to you, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
That's right. He's on Buffy.
Yeah.
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 Weird.
Weird.
I don't know. I've
shit.
never seen that show. I got no way to like expand upon that joke.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, good. So
yeah, fuck you, Buffy.
As that's happening, Celeste is consistently being like, you should get to work on that project, right?
Yeah.
And Dan Aykroyd's like, on our honeymoon? And she's like, you're right, we should fuck.
Yeah.
Right? And just goes and forgets her plan and goes upstairs and sleeps with him again.
Jesus Christ, you got a dig on the brain.
Yeah. I think she does look cute in that outfit. Just like a ponytail and like a tutu.
Yeah.
But there's something about her. I'm like, she's cute. She's being playful. Like, it's whatever.
Yeah.
I think she was, to me, I think she was the most attractive as Vicky Vale.
Yes. She looks great in that movie.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't look like
although
a
she
supermodel.
screams the whole fucking movie.
Well,
remember?
Yeah.
But it's not scream like being a girl in distress, right? It's just screaming.
No, she just talks loud.
No. In Batman?
Oh, yeah. No, she's
just
like
screaming. Every moment is screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I don't like her. So now she goes after she like fucks him to sleep, and he's just got a bow tie on, and like it's like his hands are crossed, and he's got the biggest smile on his face.
God.
She goes out, grabs a menu at a diner, and then goes to the supermarket. She goes to Ralph's. It's actually Ralph's.
Yeah.
and
goes goddamn buck wild.
Yes. Which I'm also like, how does she know what the recipe for everything is on this menu?
She rubbed her arm on it.
It's got to be the purse. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, this is when they wake up the next morning, and she has
made everything actually on the menu, just checking off every single thing at the diner menu. Just brings out a whole turkey.
Yeah, and Jesse's straight up just like, excuse me, what the fuck?
And he's like, hey, your mother's from Holland.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
Right? And she, while this was happening, the purse made a prank phone call using the disguised voice of Carl Sagan.
Yeah.
He was like basically the Neil deGrasse Tyson
of the 80s. Yeah.
Right? To the boss, his old boss.
Being like, I need him to work on that project.
And he's like, oh, no problem, Carl Sagan.
Yeah.
Right?
He straight up says like, oh, no problem, Mr. Sagan.
But also, like, what's up with... See, this movie is just a male's, like, giant ego stroke fantasy. Because even the old white-haired, mustachioed boss has this gorgeous wife.
Yeah, this movie's weird.
It's so weird.
I don't get it. And also, like, nothing bad ever comes of Dan Aykroyd in this movie.
No.
Never. He doesn't, there's no repercussions for anything.
Well, I mean, he hasn't done anything bad.
No, but I'm saying, like, I mean, he lost his job because he didn't follow the rules, and then nothing comes of that.
Yeah.
He just gets a hot alien wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what?
Yeah, because it's the male ego stroke fantasy.
Yeah, it's just literally like everything goes good for you if you're a white guy with a big hairy chest.
Yes. First you'll get sucked off by a ghost, and then you'll fuck an alien.
God, he's living the dream.
The dream.
Yeah, so she cooks hella food, even for the dog. The dog is eating hella food. And like I said, Jesse's just like, this is weird. And this is again when she starts saying, like, I've never seen her eat any food. Like, she starts questioning her, and he's just like, she's European. It's weird, right?
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
And then, so now Dan Aykroyd goes to work, and Jesse finds her talking to the bag, the snake bag.
Yeah.
And is just basically like, you're an alien. And then the snake bag is just like, no, the hell with this, right? We haven't got time for this. We got like 8 hours left.
Yeah.
Right? And straight up puts her on the ceiling.
Yes.
Just straight up like Nightmare on Elm Street style.
It's like, hey, shut up.
Upside down on the ceiling, and then like uses some sort of like sonic power to stop the dog from barking and silences the dog.
Yeah.
Right? Meanwhile, she had already called her dad being like, come back home, the house is on fire.
Yeah.
Right?
Which is pretty clever.
Yeah.
That was a good move.
And he comes home, and the purse has already like basically Jesse asked the purse and her to be like, don't, because she goes, look, we're only here for 24 hours. We just need your dad to, do what he did before, and then we'll be out of your life. Please don't bother us. Like, don't ruin this for us. And she's like, oh, whatever you want, just don't hurt him.
Yeah.
Right? And so he comes home, and she immediately is like, she's an alien. Right?
Yeah.
And he's like, she's not an alien. And Jesse runs out the door.
Crying.
Yeah, crying, gets on a bike. They're chasing after her, and then a car almost hits her. But not before she reveals herself to be an alien by phase shifting her through the car that's going to hit her.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's super weird.
And mid-phase shift, she stops, so Jesse fuses with the engine, and she becomes like a Cronenberg nightmare. She's like, please kill me.
It's her, the driver, and the car all merged
Yeah,
together.
yeah. She slowly, through the rest of the film, turns into an engine.
A transformer.
Oh, God. But like a painful transformer.
Oh, Bumblebee, kill me. Kill me, Bee.
Kill me, Bee.
Take the Allspark and shove it up my ass and kill me.
That's a throwback.
Yeah.
We've done this same bit.
Yeah, we always do the same bits. I have like 5 impressions. What do you want from me?
Please, Bee, kill me. Oh, it's just me, though. It's
You can't bring Clint
It's
Howard.
Clinty.
Don't.
I'm Starscream now.
Our one listener is like, yay!
Yeah, Clint.
Yeah, Clint's back.
Mom, they put me in it for no reason.
I don't even want to be in My Stepmother's an Alien.
I've never heard of it. The only redhead kid I love is Brycey.
My sweet, sweet Brycey. I'm done. I just cracked myself up too hard, and I was like, "No, we're off this. No,
Oh no,
off the rails there."
God, so good,
Baby!
baby, and we're back. That's the ticket. Yeah.
Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
So she phase shifts her through the car, basically being like, "I'm an alien."
I love how the driver is like, "I'm so sorry, I didn't see her." I'm like, "But did you see her go through your car?"
I'm so sorry I didn't see her.
'Cause-
Hey, it's cool, man. Did she go through my goddamn car?
Yes, we're gonna have to kill you.
Yeah, the dick alien just blows him up in front of them. Like,
I'm gonna have to kill you now.
Scanner style. His head just pops. Yeah, so this is when they go back inside, and Dan Aykroyd is like still in denial that she's an alien.
No, he's basically he's confronting her. He's questioning her about everything.
Yeah, he's like, if you're not an alien, then eat the sandwich. And he like forces her to eat a sandwich.
Yep.
And it's really weird. And he said she eats it, and she's like, "Oh my God, what is this?" And he says, "Turkey and cheese on rye." No, it's not. It's on white bread.
Yeah.
You guys couldn't get rye from the Ralphs
He's
you were
already
at
lying
earlier?
to her in this marriage.
Yeah.
It's gonna go down from here, Dan.
Yeah.
And this is also a part where like he goes, "So you're an alien?" She's like, right? And he has this look on his face being like, "I guess I'm fucking an alien then."
He's like, I mean, that's cool.
Yeah. And so now they go to the lab, right? But she leaves the purse behind,
Yes.
right? Because the purse is like, the purse says that their mission is to get the signal sent and then to destroy all Earth.
Yeah, this takes a weird twist out of nowhere for no reason.
I would see. At first I wrote in my notes, I said like, why, right? But then when I really started thinking about it, it's that they know it's the same kind of thing that happened in Plan 9. It's basically Plan 9.
Yeah, it's
right?
that they know that they will eventually get a technology that'll destroy planets.
Right, because that's what the celestial guys say in the sky
Yeah.
at the end.
They're trying to prevent that from happening.
Yeah, because they already sent their planet off kilter by a radio signal.
Yeah,
right.
I get it.
So
It's
it's the
just
same thing.
But it's just wild that she's all of a sudden like, all right, it's time to kill everyone.
This is Plan 10.
Plan 10.
Fuck the human race.
Yeah. You stupid minds.
You horny minds.
Meanwhile, you were fucking. You didn't know you had the radio. The radio. She dies almost as unceremoniously as those guys do.
Yeah.
She prank calls again to John Lovitz. There's like,
The purse prank call.
The prank call, yeah, the purse does. And she's like, come dick me down right now. But also, I left my purse at home.
Yeah, it's so weird.
It's like, all right.
Yeah. all right. John Lovitz as.
The John Lovitz biopic starring Matthew McConaughey.
All right.
You ever drive a Lincoln?
I'm gonna roll this booger in my hands.
Oh, baby!
I don't know why it would be a John Lovitz biopic, but he's doing Matthew McConaughey things.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird crossover. It's John Lovitz. It's Matthew McConaughey playing
as
John Lovitz
but
playing
doing
Matthew
McConaughey.
McConaughey.
Things. All right.
Remember when it was in all those shitty movies and you forgot about it? Thanks for the Oscar.
Oh, God damn it.
Murph.
Murph.
Yeah, so, God damn it.
So now, yes, the purse called John Lovitz and was like, hey, it's me, Celeste. I'm not being fulfilled sexually by your brother, So I need you to come and do that for me.
At the lab.
Yeah, right?
But I
And it's
left
like,
I left my purse in his home, so break in so you can dick me down.
Yeah.
And
It's been like 8 hours since the wedding.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
It's like immediately she's like, he's not fulfilling me sexually. And he's like, I'm coming, baby.
Yeah. So they're at the lab, and Dan Aykroyd, Deus Ex Machina's a solution out of fucking nowhere. Just like, the buttons.
Okay, there is a
He gets
extremely forced like introduction to the buttons. Like a couple
she gets
scenes
a
in that we
weird
missed.
static shock from his buttons, and it keeps being repeated, which I'm like, excuse me, what? Static shock loses its discharge after it's been shocked.
Yeah.
It's done. Why is it doing it over and over again when she touches him?
Well, she's rubbing her feet on the carpet. You don't see that. Is all her like multiple feet that she has.
Can I touch your button? Yeah. Oh, God.
And yes, because basically John Lovitz has created a button-up metal button shirt, which I'm like, they have those.
Those
That's not
exist forever.
Yeah.
I have one.
metal snaps.
Yes. They're fun to open.
Yeah, they are fun to open. You're like, yeah, get naked for you, baby.
No, I'm like, yeah, shower time.
You just expand your chest and it just pops open. I get it.
I got big titties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Meanwhile, at the lab, he figures out that's what happened. That's what made the radio signal so strong, is that it shorted the whatever thingy.
it
The
touched
bicycle-inator.
cyclometer.
Unicycle-nator.
And so they try to recreate it. They do. And also the boss is just like, yeah, let's do this now.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you
He's
figured out how to
there.
fix it? Okay,
Right.
cool. John Lovitz shows up with a purse, and hope you don't have epilepsy, because holy shit, is this gonna fuck your night up? Someone won't stop turning on the negative filter.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
She's like, I'm gonna kill all of you, the purse is. And then she just fucking dies,
They throw it into the cyclometer
and it's just like,
and explodes.
and they're like,
But it turns into a gigantic eyeball and then just like morphs into the celestial gods, and they're like in the room.
yeah, it's
And
just
then-
one celestial god head.
Yeah, and then they like, I don't know, snap their fingers or something, and then everybody's transported outside into the parking lot.
Yeah, but also with their car behind them.
Yeah, the Rolls Royce.
No, the Rolls Royce and the van.
Oh yeah, whose van was that? The
I don't know.
Assistant.
Yeah, it was never explained really.
Okay, yeah. So Dan Aykroyd also has an assistant, like a nerdy, like
Who's
Lewis Tully style.
Only there to play fucking music, apparently.
I don't understand, one, how why he has a keyboard, and two, how he knows this song that Jimmy Durante used to sing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this whole movie's been bullshit, but buckle up and get your bullshit waders on, because holy shit is it about to get bullshitty.
Okay.
Yes.
So the Celestials are like, Celeste, you're coming with us, and we're going to blow up Earth. And she's like, no, please, wait, I've discovered all the magical things about Earth.
And they're like, what? And she's
Right.
like, fucking, sucking, and fucking.
Right? They scan her brain, right? Oh, wait, no. First, they do this stupidity thing, right? So basically, they're like, yeah, on all the joys. And they're like what? And he's like, Dan Aykroyd's like, yeah, let's do the Jimmy Durante thing
Yeah.
that we've never practiced.
They're like, Jimmy Durante. Because you knew it was going to come back. No, you didn't.
no, you didn't.
And they do a goddamn rehearsed Jimmy Durante song and dance number together.
Have you ever wanted the feeling that you wanted to go? Still have the feeling that you wanted to stay. Start to go. Stay again. Start to...
And remember how I said the assistant has a keyboard? He's playing the song,
Yes.
and the boss is like, yeah.
Yeah.
And this?
And Dan Aykroyd, because okay, currently in our theme song, that's what it is. Like, hello up there, you super beings from another dimension.
Yes.
Right? And you're like, none of this is funny for them, for us, for anything.
And then, ladies and gentlemen, you don't need the Avengers. You don't need anyone to save us from the world, because apparently all it takes is Dan Aykroyd singing a goddamn 60-year-old song.
It's still not enough. Because remember, they got to scan her brain for
Yes.
everything she experienced.
But
the
they
past
still
48
are
hours.
like, oh, fuck yeah, Jimmy Durante. Sweet.
I love this.
I love
Man,
this.
this is way better than John Lovitz.
And John Lovitz is there. I forgot.
John Lovitz is in this moment when, like, he basically was like, "Hello up there, you super beings," right? And they start singing. They cut to John Lovitz, and John Lovitz is doing the exact same thing we all are. He actually rolls his eyes.
Yeah, he's like, what is this bullshit? Our planet's going to get blown up. So they scan her mind and see all the beautiful things she's done. And they're like...
And in that montage, because it's just basically clips from
and it's
the movie.
It's so quick. Blink and you'll miss it.
But in that montage of all the things that make her happy, there's John Lovitz in there.
Yeah, which is weird.
Yeah, right.
They're like...
I like that part where he hit on me.
Yeah. They're like, basically still not good enough. And John Lovitz... Now, this is
they're good then. They're like, okay, you can stay, and we'll not blow it up. Right?
Yes.
But
someone
the
has
reason
to
why
come.
we needed you is we need you to teach us about all these happy things on Earth. We need, right? And John Lovitz is like, is there hot, sexy girls like her on the planet? And they're like, all of them.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, take off your bullshit waders, because holy shit, did 2 minutes of this film redeem the whole thing? He says, is there hot, sexy women like her on your planet? They said, all of them.
Hotter.
Then...
Debatable, by the way.
Yes, debatable. Then out of the ship steps not one, not two, no, you count them, 3 sets of twins.
Yes.
Yes, 3 sets of twins step out.
Baby! And then he actually does it there. Oh wow! Oh, she looked just like Princess Stephanie.
Yeah.
Oh, she looks just like Princess. Who the fuck is Princess Stephanie?
Okay, I thought it was a reference I was missing.
Dude, I was like, I know Princess Diana.
Yeah.
Who the hell is Princess Stephanie?
I don't know. But then, as if it's not enough, he's like, can I bring my car? And he's like, of course.
Princess Stephanie of Monaco. Okay? That's what I can guess.
Bring it up there. I want to see what she looks
Princess Stephanie? She don't look like these girls, I'll tell you that.
like. Excuse me?
Princess Stephanie in 1986.
That's Ziggy Stardust.
Yeah. Princess Stephanie of Monaco
She was
is the youngest child of Rainer III, Prince of Monaco, and the American actress of Grace Kelly.
What?
She is the younger sister of Albert II, Prince of Monaco, and Caroline, Princess of Hanover, currently 13th in line in the succession of the Montesquieu throne. Thank you. She has been a singer, swimwear designer, and fashion model. It must have been something in the 80s, like that. Like she was the hot of the hot.
Jesus Christ, that is the weirdest shit ever.
Right?
And they do not look like her.
No, well, like, wait, let's bring it up on.
That's a terrible picture they put on her Wikipedia.
Yeah, I think that's what it goes down to. Let's
Oh my God, it's Zool. I like that
man.
one right there.
She's got a finger up her butt.
Yeah.
Maybe the hairdo looks like these chicks, but
She looks like Casper Van Diem in a wig.
yeah, she did not age well.
No, Jesus Christ. Yeah,
Looks like Bruce Jenner.
none of these people look like this woman.
Caitlyn Jenner, sorry.
He proceeds to then
They're all wearing like flight attendant uniforms
with their
too?
titties out though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
then
they're all like saluting and holding the salute.
yes, and then he proceeds to risk the fate of humanity on it all by asking if he can bring his Rolls Royce, and they're like, "Yes, cuz that's bitchin'."
And their goodbye is the least tearful thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, they're like, "Bye, fuck you."
Right? And they're like, no, well, like, because Jesse is like, oh, Uncle, like, we're gonna miss you, right? And he's like, yep, see ya, baby. And he just drives into the spaceship, and they all like hop in, and they're like, woo, right? And then we're done there. Like Kim Basinger and Dan Aykroyd and Jesse, they all go home. Right?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you kept those bullshit waiters nearby because you're going to have to put them back on because this single-handedly ruins the rest of the movie.
So, like, there's a thing that we did not bring up or establish, but, like, because it did not matter, is the first time that we meet Jesse, she wants so badly, and by so badly, I mean that she says it.
Once.
Yep. I wish I could dunk a basketball.
Yes. Weird wish. All right. That's cool.
Right?
Every kid's got their wish. But this is leading into the bullshit where they just literally say, so, like, are you not an alien
You're
anymore?
like full human now?
Yeah, she's like, yeah.
I'm like, no, she was never a human, nor is she now.
Yeah, and they're
she's
like-
still an alien. Okay, I have a question. Are the aliens on their planet, are they worms?
Oh, like the purse thing?
Yeah, or
I
are they
don't
just minions that
know.
help them?
Because so this is the
'Cause
explanation.
the
that-
purse seems to be all-knowing.
Yes.
Why didn't the purse just accomplish this entire thing?
So she gives this explanation, which is just the most utter bullshit. She says, basically, no, now that the purse is gone, I'm just a human. Excuse me,
So the purses
what?
are more powerful beings?
I don't know, and guess what? You don't get an answer.
No, you do, because it was a total, utter fucking lie.
Yeah. Yes, that's right.
Because she dribbles the ball,
Hold
she
on.
runs
Not
up.
yet. Not before. Dan Aykroyd says, hey, me and Celeste, we should probably go inside and sleep. And Alyson Hannigan, inappropriately again, is like, yeah, sleep.
I left some condoms on your pillow, Dad.
Yeah,
basically.
Yes. Then she proceeds to run up to the hoop, jump.
No, Dan Aykroyd went inside.
He goes inside. She's talking to her. Yes, she goes to do her layup.
And Celeste just holds out her hand, and then Jesse just floats up to the basket and dunks.
And it feeds into the intro of Space Jam. With I Believe I Can Fly, and then the Michael Jordan compilation at the start. I will cut it together because I swear to God, it's so good.
See, I was on the verge of breaking down.
You tried to kill me, man! Because that's R. Kelly. She dunks, she lands, she looks up at the house.
And there's R. Kelly being like, I'll see you in the bedroom.
I got a full bladder of piss. No fireworks go off because they fuck again.
Immediately? Like she dunked, and then the fireworks are just going up. He just, like, what, he
Two-pump chump.
prematurely... And then, it cuts over to the greatest thing. John Lovitz is now in the spaceship with a white piano, like in a white room, just with the girls like all around him. One's on the piano singing and dancing, and he's singing a song called I'm Gonna Teach You How to Mate.
Oh my God. It feels like those Bruce Campbell Old Spice ads for a moment.
But it's weird.
It's weird. And then that's the end.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. What a weird movie.
Super weird. Super horny.
So horny, but then also wants to be a family film.
Yeah. Because of this weird basketball dunking thing, it brings it back around again.
Yes. They could have just left it.
Yeah. Totally. So, would you recommend this?
God, I'm so torn. Because you know what? Yes. Because it is so absurd. Like, you literally could have sat here and probably been like, they just made that up.
Yeah.
Because it's insane.
I give you that.
Yeah.
So I would definitely would too. Something that I want to try. So we have the VHS copy here in the studio, right?
Yeah.
Something I want to try, and maybe you can help me out with this off air to figure it out. Is like, I know I can't upload a video. Like certain videos are copyrighted, right? But what if I live streamed some stuff and we started live streaming like VHS versions of the things that we own?
Just film the screen. Just make it even shittier.
Oh no, that's too much.
No, we'll figure it out. We could do it. We could do it digital.
Yeah, because I would love people to see this. Like, there's something about it.
Yeah,
it's so off the wall, awful.
Yes.
That it like redeems itself with its like horrendousness.
Almost. John, as in the beginning of the movie, we set out to tell you that John Lovitz is bullshit, but holy shit, is he the only reason this movie is, like, watchable.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, yes, I totally recommend it as well. Where would you throw it on the Jaws scale?
Even though I recommend this, I'm giving this a Jaws 4, because it's fucking terrible.
Jaws 4 for me is usually reserved for... No, wait, we're going to get to it, because
yes, we are going to watch Cruel Jaws.
So Cruel Jaws is for the unwatchable.
Yes.
Watch Cruel Jaws is probably going to be like a Jaws 1 for us.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
But I'll go 3.
That's the one with the SeaWorld.
Yeah, that's SeaWorld.
That one's pretty killer.
Yeah. It's not bad, but it's not fully watchable either.
Yes.
There's a lot of things going on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's what we thought about it. But there's still a person that we haven't heard from yet. We like to ask, what did Carly think?
She did not watch much of it because she got to the portions where he was being really creepy with his daughter and was like, I'm good, and tapped out. She did watch the ending of it, though, with them doing the song and dance number, and was like, what?
I'm going to teach you how to mate.
It was just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, because that's his job. He's going to go back to the planet and fuck.
He's going to slam.
Just every girl.
This was John Lovett's dream role.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
It's so funny because he's just so mad weird looking that he's like the sex symbol of this film.
Yeah, especially when he gives like squinty, seductive eyes. It's yeah.
That John Lovitz face.
Oh, baby.
Baby.
Hello.
Oh, John Lovitz.
Okay, so I really need to figure out a new way to rephrase this because I'm like, there's more than one person we haven't heard from. There's multiple people, and these people are people who have given the movie a full flying colors 5-star review.
Yes.
And these people we ask to give me 5. Now these are found by you.
Yes.
Right? I have no idea what they're going to say. But how much of a roller coaster ride am I in for today?
They're weird.
Okay.
Admitting, of course they're going to be weird.
Okay. So the first one is written by Tacken Zick 1244. Written 2 years ago, June 19th, 2017. Titled, A Sleeper and a Very Funny Movie. Although this is kindly a B movie, this is one of my top 10 favorite films. Most comedies produce a smile or a chuckle, but very few, like this one and Mickey Blue Eyes, produce an LOL.
LOL.
The scene where she learns about kissing, the one where she walks outside in her bathrobe, I don't know, it was a negligee. The wedding scene where she dashes out to unbury the bag, and the scene where she prepares breakfast are hilarious. And I laugh even though I've seen the movie a dozen times. My favorite line, quote, "Oh, I'm never coming back," is one I have used many times with friends and family. I own this and I watch it whenever I am in need of a good laugh. The line with John Lovitz?
Okay.
Oh, I'm never coming back.
Yes, that review is so odd because they say their favorite funny moments are like arguably some of the least funny moments in this movie. And then they're like, oh yeah, I love saying, oh, I'm not coming back. And everyone gets the reference, right?
If anybody says that their favorite, if somebody says that their favorite moment isn't when that guy gets torn across the railing and into his own car and goes, I think I'll be going home now, they are wrong. I will post that clip 5 times over before anything else in this movie.
A supercut of John Lovitz noises.
Baby!
Baby!
Is John just on the show now? Watch.
Yeah. Oh my God. John and Clint, best friends.
Beautiful. Next one is written by Vampplaid79, like 2 months ago.
Yeah, they're all fresh.
Titled, Predicted the Internet. What did you find? Fantastic 80s flick with Aykroyd and Basinger at their best. Anyone in their 40s will remember that... Fuck you. I'm going to go ahead and get through this like I didn't just read that. Anyone in their 40s will remember these type of flicks, and when Basinger has to kiss Aykroyd, that has to be the best, the future prediction for our society that the internet was coming. I mean, Google kiss in your handbag, LOS. What? I'm going to try to reread this.
You're reading it exactly as it's written.
I am. I mean, Google kiss in that the internet... Google kiss in your handbag, LOLs. You have a young Willow from Buffy, the pure cheese that was the bedroom scene, Basinger doing the whole slow-mo thing. Got to love we get an ending where the brother literally sacrifices his other brother by letting him go to aliens for a piece of arse. Did anyone else think it was suspicious that they all look like Princess Stephanie, like the aliens knew? Kinda creepy. All-round decent 80s flick and some great cheese.
10 stars.
You only picked this for the 40s thing.
Yeah.
You're an asshole. Well, that just about does it for us here. I'm going to go ahead and die now because I'm 40.
It's so funny because it's as if no one's ever seen it unless you're over 40.
I think that's true.
Also, I loved it because it sounded like this guy was having a stroke midway through. It predicted the internet because Google kiss when she kisses Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, what does that mean? Almost as if like the purse Googled the word kiss?
Yes.
And
Also,
got a whole bunch of weird results?
yes, and also the internet was in its infancy in the late 80s, so that's not that.
I created the internet and man bear pig.
It's a series of tubes. God damn it.
Well, thanks for that one. I'm going to go ahead now and hope a bunch of Princess Stephanies come to my door because I'm 40 and completely unable to get a woman. Thanks, pal.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Why else in my ear?
I don't know. So, yeah, that's it. That's My Stepmother's an Alien. I hope everybody enjoyed it as much as we seem to have. Don't forget to follow us, rate, review, subscribe, all those fun things. If it's your first time to the show, welcome. Hope you check out that Avengers pregame we got coming out on Thursday.
Yes.
And if this is your first time listening to it, but it's way ahead in the future, go back and check out some of the past episodes. Check out Avengers pregame. Check out Avengers Endgame on our new staff picks is what we're calling them.
Yeah.
Staff picks, Avengers Endgame. That's how
Yes.
it'll be presented. So check out those. Check out the new live show that's coming up on the 24th.
Yeah.
That's May 24th at 7 p.m. here at the Frida Cinema in Santa Ana, California. We will be doing Arnold Schwarzenegger's The Running Man from 1987. Come out. It'll be a lot of fun. We'll be joined by another podcast on stage, so double the comedy. Hopefully. Double the jokes at my expense.
There we go.
There it is. And, yeah. Go ahead and make fun of me more on stage. People seem to like it.
They do.
They really do.
They really do. I'm glad we had fun with this one. Because next week's episode.
God. Well, maybe it'll be a lot more fun than the first time that we did an Alice in Wonderland. Because Callan was on the show.
So, ladies and gentlemen, join us next week for Alice Through the Looking Glass.
It sounded like you had more to say.
I did, but I don't know where it went.
My looking glass. My wife.
My wife.
That's all it's going to be next week, guys. Just buckle in. It's going to be just nothing but Borat impressions.
Yes, and bad ones at that.
Yeah. Yes, join us for that, and then we'll round out the month with the Running Man episode. If you can't make it, or if you're not in the Southern California area, you'll be able to listen to that one as well. And then, June's going to be fun. June's a lot of fun. It's a lot of back-to-school stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
And it's heavy on horror.
Oh, yes.
So, you're welcome, America. Also, check out T-shirts. Bombs Away has exclusive T-shirts that you can't get anywhere else, although you could probably make them yourself. But please, go ahead and check out tpublic.com/stores/bombs-away-show.
Yes, it's the currently the best way to directly support the show, because it's a direct source of income.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. I think that covers everything.
That does cover about everything. So thank you for listening. Thank you for being a fan. Share this episode. That's all I'm going to say on that one.
Yeah, share.
Okay? Share it. All right?
And smash that motherfucking like button.
Yeah. Hulk smash it.
Deb.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Jonathan.
I'm Tyler.
Baby!
This has been a production of Big Bulb Entertainment, executive produced by Jonathan Young. For more media and information, visit us at www.bigbulbentertainment.com. Big Bulb, what's your bright idea?